I'm on vacation, but I couldn't let this just go by without addressing it. DKU fought Manny Pacquiao this past weekend, and a few of you were asking for my response, so I thought I'd go ahead and film a quick video for you. I'm going to break down what I thought, reaction to each individual round. I'm going to post a little bit of clips here, just enough not to get flagged, copyright notice, all that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first round here. So these are 2-minute rounds, which is pretty good. This is what we do at our dojo. Mike always gets mad at me because I do a 1-minute break, as opposed to like a less than that, like a 30-second break, but you know, it is what it is. End of the first round. So my thoughts are, DK has definitely become more prepared than he did for the Bradley Scott fight. He looks in better shape, he's leaner, so hats off to him. He took this match seriously, as he should. Since it's a fight for charity, you know, regardless if you're gonna take money, you're gonna give it to whomever, or he takes money, give it to whomever, good on you. Problem is the stadium doesn't look very full, like most of it is empty. So like I'm not 100% sure that means they made most of the money off of pay-per-view or not. So I hope there's a bit more money behind the scenes going to the charity as opposed to like definitely like showing up at that stadium wherever it was. The first round was basically a feeling out process for both of them. Manny was trying to get close enough to see where he could deliver maximum damage without getting hit on his own. It's the art of boxing, right? You want to get in and deliver your hits while getting out. I talk like I know what I'm talking about. All right, let's take a look at round number 2. I'm gonna stop right there. We're about 1 minute into round number 2. Manny Pacquiao's calves are on point. My boy still got it. Okay, end of round number 2. All right, so my take on round 2. Again, kind of a feeling out process. You can tell immediately Manny Pacquiao is having a blast in there. First time he's back in the ring in over a year, and he's fighting somebody who he knows he can beat, that he's not scared of, and he's having a freaking ball. He's so much shorter than DK, he can get up under those punches. He's landing that southpaw, that right hook to the body, going up to the head. He's doing a really good job, and he's getting his left hand too. DK, for his credit, actually threw his left hand, so he is still in this match. Round number 3. I'm about to work out myself here. There's one of the things here that I can't allow myself to enjoy a cruise if I don't work out every day for at least like an hour. I've already hit 10,000 steps. It's only 5 p.m., which is good because I'm going to be eating a lot for dinner. But I'm going to go for a run on a treadmill. I'm working on a video for you guys well, it'll be a surprise, but I'm working on a video here too. So we'll get started here with round number 3. What a weird little exchange at 25 seconds left of the third round. So DKU initiates a clinch, and then like the ref separates them, but they're still not unclinched. And then DK like pushes him away, but it's like, dude, you're the one who initiated the clinch. All right, end of round 3. Right? What round was that? I'm so done lost. Yeah, end of round 3. This was probably the best showing for DK. He actually landed a punch. I'm sure we're gonna see that all over his Instagram for the next year. Oh, I was right. It's all over his Instagram already. Already, my dude. Come on. My takes on round 3. He looked better this round. He actually landed some strikes, which is good. Yeah, so this is DK's best performing round, but also I think Manny was just kind of letting him do stuff, but even then he was still kind of shutting him down. His hooks were still on point. At one point he got so tired of him clinching, he was just wailing on him from the clinch the last like 5 seconds of the match. You know, if you're scoring this and you don't have it 3-up Manny, you're looking at the wrong fight, or you're watching the Paddy Pimblett fight. You know what's interesting, and as someone who has sparred a world-class athlete like Gabriel Varga, I can understand remotely, very minutely, the pressure that DKU feels in fighting special match, in fighting Manny Pacquiao. There's a lot of pressure on this, but DKU and all his woo-woo is really kind of countering stuff. He's like trying to lead this match by throwing a lot of his jabs and mainly his jabs and weird back fists, which aren't legal, but whatever. He's trying to dictate the pace, probably because he can't handle Manny's power and his speed, so he can't counter it. But considering his WCS, a lot of that stuff like that he's taking influence from is all reactionary. He's not doing any of that. Just thought I'd point that out. Nice double leg, DK. 20 seconds left, man. I didn't know you had it in you. Call the fight. Oh, he was about to wave the fight off. The ref. He put his hands up to wave it off. Wonder how much money the DKU and the team paid him to let that round continue. So, okay, thoughts on round 4. That's the end of it. Like, he won that bop, 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 those 4 hooks right at the end. After that quote-unquote slip, DK's exhausted. He's got nothing left. The fact that there's 2 more rounds after this, I know, because I've watched them, but the fact that there's 2 more rounds after this is a testament to DKU's spirit. At least in this case, he's at least trying to put up a fight. But we're about to see the shenanigans begin. Oh my God. Okay, we're a minute in, and I know this goes on for a while, but DKU's claiming he was hit in the back of the head. You know why you were hit in the back of the head? Because you were bobbing and waving like a complete idiot. Like you've never bobbed and waved your entire life. Now I get it, bobbing and waving isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. Especially, but in a boxing situation, you should be able to get those hands up in there. But you tucked your head like that and he hit you on the back of the head. He wasn't rabbit punching you. You're doing this, you're hitting the wrong side of your head, you doofus. He hit you on this side of the head and you're covering this side. Maybe you got hit so hard you don't even know where you're at. The clock is still running. The clock has been running for 15 to 20 seconds while you're complaining you got hit in the back of the head, and Manny's sitting there like, why is the clock still going? And who is the ref talking to? Why hasn't he called timeout? This is a ruse. This is a disgrace to combat sports because you're sitting there complaining about a foul and the ref hasn't called timeout. So you're just getting basically a free 2 minutes to rest because you can't handle the heat. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. So yeah, the 5th round was a disgrace to combat sports. You called foul in your special kickboxing match and then milked it for a minute and a half of that 2-minute round. I think they did mix up the timer on there, so hopefully Manny got his time in, but oh my God. Oh, it's a disgrace to combat sports. This is why you're a fraud, DKU, because you're freaking complaining about a hit to this side of your head, but he hit you, or this side of your head, he hit you on this side of the head. Just take your lumps, dude. You'd be way more likable if you did. Oh! And he just sat on his ass. You should stay down, DK. 6th round, DK. In the 6th round here, DKU gets absolutely smashed. Falls down, gets knocked down like 4 times in that round. Somehow makes it to the end of the bell. That ref must have been paid a lot of money from the DK team. And overall, is a poor showing from DK. I honestly expected more out of you, bud. But let's talk a little bit more about the fight here in a second. Okay, so I had to wait for a class to end in here. I didn't want to be rude. So I got my workout in, finished that up, gonna do some stretching, and then I'm gonna be done. But just wanted to give you my takes on the fight. So there was my round by round play. Overall, I am mildly impressed with DKU. He did what I thought he would do. He threw his jab out there a lot. Couple back fists illegal. He clinched way less. He had 2 excellent double leg takedowns, which were unexpected. But he clinched way less, which I was proud of. And then the last positive thing I'll say for DKU is he threw that left hand way more than I thought he would have. So, you know, hats off to him. He really tried and showed improvement in the 1 year it's been since he fought Bradley Scott. So now he's 0-2. So now on to the last positive hit, which is with Manny. So Manny Pacquiao obviously looked great. You could tell he was having a ball. Got some of the lead hooks in there, landed a lot of that, threw his left hand, of course. Just looked like he was having a lot of fun in there, letting DK work for no reason, but you know, it was a charity match. He won. So happily Manny won, so money gets to go to the war in Ukraine effort, a relief effort, also to the Filipino, those in need in Filipino in the Philippines, so I'm happy to hear that. But on to the negative here. This fight should not have happened. The sanctioning body, Korean Boxing Commission, should not have sanctioned this, even though it probably wasn't sanctioned like in a traditional sense. It just shouldn't have happened. DKU is not a combat athlete. He's trying, he's cosplaying as one, but he just hasn't put the time in, and he looked awful as is expected. He looked like he did not belong in there, and quite frankly, he didn't. And that's the problem with these types of money matchups. I got a lot of heat in my previous video on it for hating on, like, you know, DKU for like, you know, having the, like, wanting to do this for money, like it's outlandish. Like, no, I get it. He wants to do it for money, but there are way more boxers that deserve the chance to have that limelight than him. And secondary to that, another thing is, one of the comments mentioned that I was being a racist because I was rooting against DKU. Listen, I can't even begin to acknowledge this serious, like in a non, I don't even know how to respond to it. I'm someone who does a Jeet Kune Do, which is an art by a Chinese American. Bruce even called it a Chinese art. It's based on Wing Chun. I do Filipino martial arts. I have a degree in Japanese. I speak okay-ish Japanese. I lived there for a year. I visit there as often as I can. I'm as weeb-tastic as I can get without going overboard. Like, those claims are demonstrably false. Just putting it out there, buddy. So go fuck yourself. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think, how he did in the comments. Hopefully I don't have to talk about DKU for another year. Again, another comment I got was like, hey, why are you even like being like, why are you talking negative about this guy? He didn't do anything to me. You're right, he didn't. He didn't do anything negative to me, but he can. Does he want to fight me? I will happily fight him in 1 year's time, since he fights once a year. I will fight him in December 2023. I'll do boxing only special match. Prefer to be kickboxing. He had 2 nice double legs. Let's do an MMA match. I'll fight you, DKU. Just tell me where to sign. 1 year from now, I'm ready. Heck, I'll do it in 3 months. Let's do it, buddy. You and me. I ain't scared. Even with this effed up hand, I'll still F you up, bro. There's my fight promo. So now people can say I'm just in it for the money. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. このビデオはいいねと思ったらグッドボタンを押してください。次のビデオへよろしくお願いいたします。あ、もしかして俺の顔ミスしないたら登録してください。他のはないな。じゃあ次のビデオをよろしくお願いいたします。ご覧にいただいてありがとうございました。And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Party on.